Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Tech That Doesn't Bite. I'm Simon C, and joining me, of course, is
Jeff Werden. Great to see everybody today on another episode of Tech That Doesn't Bite, the show that actually reviews stuff that you use every day, and we recommend stuff that you might want to use. So,
today
what have we got today,
we're
Simon?
going to talk about our favorite streaming services. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and right now it's a good time to catch up on your favorite TV shows, movies, and things that you put out you put on your list too long and haven't watched that.
Yeah, if you've been looking for an excuse, now is the time to be checking all this stuff, to binge like there's no tomorrow, put on the Quarantine 15, sit in your sweats and have a good time doing
Jeff,
that. So,
why don't you go first? What is your favorite streaming services?
Well, there's a couple that I use. There's a few that I use. The big ones that I personally use are Netflix and Disney Plus, and I'll touch on both of them real quick here. Netflix obviously has been around for a long, long time. They've got a lot of original content, some great stuff out there. So I basically, you can find just about anything you could want to watch. Now they do cycle their content. So if you're looking for something one month, it might not be there the next month. It does happen that way. Legal agreements and that sort of thing. It happens. It's not a big deal. HBO and other services like that are the same way. Now, the one I like about Netflix is that if you're looking for stuff, you will find it. They put out original stuff, and there's like one show that's on right now called The Kingdom. It's a great show. I've been enjoying it quite a bit. It's basically medieval China, and they fight zombies. Yeah, it sounds a little kooky in and of itself, but it's really cool to watch at a kick. So it sounds silly, but honestly, it's actually a pretty good show. I've really been enjoying it. And so there's that. So Netflix puts out a lot of original content, and that's a joy to watch. Now, kind of on the flip side of that, you've got Disney. Now, Disney Plus, if you are a fan of Disney, or even if you're not a big fan of Disney, Disney has more content than you could possibly imagine when you really think about it. Most of what it has will be out there. We're talking like animated series, obviously they're old cartoons, they're new cartoons, they're movies and whatnot. People they purchase, like Marvel, for example. If you want Marvel animated series, that's on there too, along with all the Marvel movies.
Most of the Marvel movies. Not all of them are there yet.
Most of them.
Not yet. Yeah.
Well, they're working. I'm sure they're working on that. I'm sure they're big tangles of legal agreements they gotta work through. I know like Sony owns one of them or something like that, if I remember right. Anyways,
the Spider-Man one.
How's that?
Yeah.
Right. That's exactly right. Now, Disney Plus really kind of kicks in that regard, where if you want to see like Cinderella again, or if you want to see Frozen, or even some of the new stuff they've actually come out, hey, there you go. You will have it available too. Which
Jeff
is really
reliving his childhood.
You damn right I am. But the thing is with Disney Plus, I find that their interface, and granted, it did just come out late last year, so they might still be working out a few of the kinks. I find that it doesn't load very effectively, that the caching of it doesn't clear itself out. So if you switch from one profile to another, so if you have my profile with all like what I want to watch, and then you have my wife or my kids who want to have their own channels and want to watch their stuff, when you switch between the two, it doesn't clear that out, because you say if you switch from me to my wife and she wants to watch something else that I was watching a moment ago will pop up instead. So there are a few kinks they still need to work out in that regard, but beyond that, it's not a bad interface. But like I mentioned before, they did just start out late last year, and no doubt they've been experiencing a lot of success, and I'm sure they'll improve the interface of the software later on. Netflix has obviously been around for a number of years. They've pretty much got their stuff down, and it works very well for my purposes.
Okay.
So that's my take.
That's your take, and those are your only recommendations?
I don't really have any others that I personally use. I know that Amazon is actually supposed to be pretty good if you like their original content. I've yet to watch like a Jack Ryan, for example. I've been wanting to watch that. And we actually do have Amazon Prime, so we would get that for free. But I personally have yet to access it and try it out. So I actually can't say much about it otherwise. So, but I would imagine if you are a Prime member, you definitely should be checking it out. And if you could watch or are actually using that service yourself, listen in the comments. We'd love to hear what your take on it is.
Well, I guess it's my turn for my recommendation. So
Go for it. Fire away.
My number one recommendation, and this is no particular order, I recommend Hulu because if you are really into network television and you want to catch up, like the day after, or even some shows even at previous seasons, then Hulu is really the best place for network television stuff. So it's on the cheap side, $6 a month. I've seen deals where like on Black Friday last year it was like $12 for the whole year, so it was like that was like 99 cents per month. But I believe for this year, this last year's Black Friday deal for 2020, I think it's $1.99 per month. So that's still pretty good in my opinion. Downside with that is like it comes with ads. Doesn't really bug me because I could just find something else to do, and but that's the reason why I recommend Hulu. It's if you want to catch up on network television, most of the network stuff are there, so you could definitely, and it has some decent movies as well. That's fairly recent, and also some anime content as well. Not as much, but I have something on that for my list for you anime fans.
Is there a non-ad version
yes,
to
you can
Hulu?
pay a little bit more for the
money?
non-ad version.
Okay.
But they also have Hulu live TV stuff, so you actually watch live TV programming from major networks. But,
right.
I mean, if that's what you want,
if you're into that kind of thing,
for you to do it. My next one will be Netflix. You know, I kind of had to go that one with the second one because a lot of the content that they have there, a lot of the network stuff that they usually have there, it's pretty much gone or disappearing.
Right.
But I do like their original content or the stuff that they're able to license. You know, like the Castlevania, The Witcher. You know, those are like stuff that's like the original Netflix series. So those are pretty good. You know, they have some good anime content as well. Good movies, so definitely check that out. Netflix, good interface as well. Actually, I think Hulu and Netflix, their interface wise, you know, it's pretty solid. They've been around for quite a while, so
they managed to work out the kinks if there were any. Yeah.
So another thing I want to mention, if you guys are anime fans, you know, Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll is a good service. This is for, you know, original Japanese content with English subtitles. A lot of them are like simulcast, so you can actually watch like the day of it aired in Japan, depending on your time zone. So, so that's a good thing. There's a free version, and obviously the free version has ads. But if you want to up it up, no ads, premium content, then you could pay for, I believe, is $5.99 a month. I believe. So.
Okay.
So it's not too bad at all. So Crunchyroll is what I recommend. And if you want Crunchyroll and High Dive is another anime content streaming service. If you want to bundle them, you check out VRV. So you get the best of both worlds.
All right.
So
sounds good. Yeah, I have to admit that the I can understand that they want to give ads to produce additional revenue and so forth, but honestly, my take on it is that if you're paying for a service, you shouldn't have to get ads too. That's just my take on it. So yeah, unfortunately, it does cost more. I understand
it's
that's
new business, but for me, it's like, I mean, if you've paid for cable television before, you're essentially watching ads most of the time, anyways. So
that's true. But you know, I if I am paying for stuff, I shouldn't have to watch ads too. I mean, it's like when you go to the movies.
Your cable television.
No, I get. I'm just saying. No, I get it. I'm just saying I don't like it. Right, but I'm just saying I don't like that. I don't like have to pay to watch ads, if you want to think of it that way, just because I choose to be a bit cheap about my services. That's just my take on it. I mean, when I go to the movies and whatnot, you know, the 20-minute of previews of the show, or at least before that, they're showing advertisements. And I'm like, you know what? I could get this at home and watching TV. Why would I come here to watch commercials? But they used to not do that before. It used to be just, you know, movie previews, up and coming stuff. Now they're making that a revenue stream, and I'm not a big fan of that personally, but that's just me. So does it suck that you have to pay more to not get the ads? Yes, it does. But I get why. And personally, I probably would consider paying more just not to see ads because, frankly, I've seen enough ads in the course of my life. I don't need to see more.
Well,
I don't need to see them that bad.
There's just going to be ads
again,
everywhere.
that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. It drives me crazy.
You can't get away from ads,
but that's just me, though.
You can't get away from the ads.
True.
Yeah.
Well,
Very true.
Very true.
Our streaming services that we recommend. What do you guys recommend?
We'd love to hear you post it down in your comments and so forth. Please also like and subscribe to our channel on Tech That Doesn't Bite. We definitely want to hear from you. What has been your experience with the
Which one is
services?
your favorite out of the 50,000 that are available?
So many to choose from. My
There's
God.
just way too many. To a point where, like, this thing will cost more than cable television.
Yeah, probably.
So let us know in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. But until next time, have a great day.
Take care, man.